Hey folks, Josh Karievsky from Industrial Logic with more Agile Q+A. The question now is from Oleksandr Averchenko. He says, talk about getting rid of Scrum Master as the final step to self-sufficient teams. All right, Alexander. So this might upset people to say, you could never get rid of the Scrum Master. That's a terrible smell. I don't agree with that. I definitely have seen teams that had a coach for a certain period of time. I don't call it a Scrum Master, I call it a coach, Agile coach, great. An Agile coach, they've had one for a while, and then they did get to a point of maturity where they didn't really need that coach around anymore. Fantastic. And that team eventually will plateau in their maturity. When that plateau happens, what do you do if you want to improve? Now, I'm not saying that the team ought to be self-improving. They ought to be retrospecting and ought to be looking at constant ways to improve, right? However, that is a little bubble, and they may not be exposed to certain principles or practices out there. And so it can be helpful to have an expert come in, let's say a coach, to maybe challenge them to go up a level in their maturity. I think that's a healthy thing to do. I look at professional athletes that do it all the time. They'll bring in a coach to coach them. Even deep into their careers, they'll get that extra coaching to give them that extra, excellence, right? Kobe Bryant apparently learned tap dancing, and it really improved his ankle speed and agility, and it helped him enormously in his career. Tennis players, professional tennis players, constantly go out and get coaches to bump up. They'll get psychologists to help with their mental space. Getting coaching on a regular basis is always going to help you bump up, and that's key. So I think the goal is not to get rid of the coach, but it is to be constantly improving. Hope that helps, Alexander.